Let's see, what did I get? Oh man, this looks big. In the museum, when you start out, they show you everything they do outside of cameras. So they do a lot of imaging glass. They make microscopes. They're like well known for microscopes, telescopes. They manufacture their own like electric boards, and this right here on the left side, this is a huge glass ingot, like one of the world's largest pure glass ingot. Like you can touch it and look through it. And this is what they carve their lenses out of. And it's just massive. So yeah, it's crazy. It's at either end of this thing is like a polished view that you can look through. This is the consumer side. So this is their wall of cameras and lenses. And they start all the way from the prototype of their film cameras, and they take you on a journey all the way down to their mirrorless. So there are ones that like really stuck out to me. Like this looks so cool. Nikonos RS autofocus. These ones, the 35 Ti. All these little point and shoot film cameras, so sick. These ones, look at this one. Those little flip down ones, cool pics. Look at this one. Nikon E3, 1998, E3S, D1. This one, the sick Nikon DF black and gold edition. So freaking dope. Another wall of like the origins. So like who it started with, the stuff they got into, binoculars, magnifying glasses, all the guys that put in work on all the lenses, glass technology. This is a D4S. No. This is a Nikon D4 split in half. How cool is that, dude? Look at this. They literally took a camera and just like split it in half and just like a clean cut all the way to the batteries, the lens reflex, viewfinder, electric boards, LCD screen in the back. This one was cool. They did the same thing, but they also had a lens attached. Look at this. So you can see the inside of this lens. This looks like it's the 17 to 24 millimeter 2.8, but you can see like the curvatures of the glass inside. Oh, there's me. Oh yeah, there's the J5, the Nikon 1J5. I wanted to find this camera. I wanted to find this at a vintage camera store. I would love to like pick this little guy up. Oh, this is the 100th anniversary, the D5 with that like cooler graphite type gray body. So like, can you imagine just the history of Nikon, this whole entire wall span, and then the new era of like Z mount? It's pretty sick to be able to see. You have the Z6, 7, Z50, Z52, the ZFC, the Z30, all the way to the ZF, to the Z5 Z9, Z8 down there. This is the Artemis mission camera. So like right now, like NASA is training the Artemis campaign with these cameras. So this is the Z9, and they built these specifically spec'd out to be able to use in space. So they had this to be able to check out and see. Pretty cool. Took a picture of my Z6 III next to the Z6 III. Had to get that shot. So let's get into this. So the Nikon bag, pretty snazzy. It got some crayon color rubbed off on there. So let's open up this first. So this right here isn't merch, but they had a lot of literature that you can just take. Like how often, I don't have a B&H here. I'm sure they give these this literature out at camera stores, but I don't have camera stores here. Okay, so you do have a bunch of these Nikon brochures for the museum. I got some extra ones. I don't know if anyone cares to get them. This right here in the middle. It looks like an egg, but it's literally the glass ingot that they're so proud of in their museum. It's like their centerpiece. So it just gives you like a layout of the museum. So the industry tells you all about their semiconductor, lithography systems, healthcare products, measurement instruments, all that. And then the consumer side showing you all the cameras. They also have like a little theater, but like what's interesting about the museum is like you would think they'd be playing YouTube videos or like videos featuring products and stuff, but literally the theater's only showing like long videos of being underwater or space or trippy designs with some like calming music. So I don't know if that was my thing. I gave them feedback on their little survey and I was like, I don't know what the purpose of the theater is. It has seats in there that you can sit and relax, but like there's literally nothing to learn from like what's on the screen because it's all like trippy colors and underwater scenes. And it'd be cool if it was like, you know, like the product announcement videos of lenses or cameras. You know, it doesn't even need to have narrative. It could just be photographers out using Nikon cameras, shooting nature and stuff like that, showing the photos. That's my feedback, Nikon. And then this is the entrance, and then you have the merch store and like the reception and stuff like that. So cool little brochures, little map of where the museum is. And then, like I said, they had a bunch of literature up on the wall. And so I just grabbed a bunch more of like the recent stuff. And I haven't even looked through any of these. So Nikkor Z lenses, I was like curious to see how far they go with like the most recent releases. I'm going to have to translate these. I really want to learn like what it's saying here. So just learning all about the Z lenses. And look, it's showing the S line and then picture examples showing off the lens. Look at that Plana 135 1.8. So sick. Let's see. How far does it go with the lenses? 100 to 400. Did it do the primes already? 85, 1.2, 50, 1.2, 58 knocked. I don't think the 35 is in here. It doesn't have the 35 1.2. So not totally 100% up to date. Wait. It does have the 35 1.4. Okay, we already went through the S lines. So yeah, it doesn't have the 35 1.2. But still, really, really cool lens. Look, it does seem to give a lot of information about the lenses. So I'm going to have to translate these so I can learn some more. This one's Z series camera lineup. This one goes up. We got the Z6 II, Z7 II, Z5. So this one also isn't quite up to date. We're missing the Z6 III and the Z5 II and the Z52. That's okay. Some more information about the cameras. Tells you all about the different lineup. This one's pretty cool. But I definitely grabbed these. So they had some individual pamphlets, literature on the newer cameras themselves. So this one's the Z5 II, X Speed 7, Z mount full frame. One thing I love, and it's very obvious in me collecting strategy guides, is in Japan they release so much literature about everything, and they take time to like design and beautifully lay out information for everything. That's why like in America, like it's hard to come by strategy guides anymore. They don't print those anymore. And of course, like things like this, you'll probably only see brochures and pamphlets for like B&H Photo or Adorama and stuff like that. But like from the manufacturer themselves, you probably won't see any Nikon USA type of literature like this. Even when I was at WPPI and Imaging USA, like they didn't have information and literature like this, like only in Japan. So looking back, I should have grabbed every single piece of literature they had. I just didn't want to seem like this greedy American coming in the museum and taking everything. They had a lot of copies of these pamphlets and brochures. I just like grabbed one of each of the ones I really wanted. Plus, this stack here is kind of hefty, so having to bring it all back would have been a task. Here's the Z30. I had to grab this because, yeah, Z30 is still pretty recent. Unique camera. So gorgeous. Love the layout here. The layout, the print, the look. So beautiful. And then lastly, we got the Z6 III. Here you go. There's the brochure materials here. Telling you all about the sensor, the viewfinder, color depth, showing you all the different image recipes that is available to you. Brandon Wolfel, Cinematic Blue. You can get those from the Imaging Cloud. That's really, really awesome. Man, these are so cool. Here we go. So first up, let's start off with this. This was very interesting to me. This is a little Nikon snack. It says Nikon Museum. And each one of these, this is a lens element glass, but each one of these is a flavor. And I need to look this up so I can give you the right information. So Yokon is a traditional Japanese jelly candy. Yokon is a jelly candy made of red bean paste, agar, and sugar. It is usually sold in a block form and eaten in slices. So Nikon has a couple. They had a bigger one. I felt like I just wanted to go for the smaller one. The 5 pieces of Yokon, and they're all different flavors. So I know there's coffee bean, sweet potato, yuzu, classic red bean, coffee, and chestnut. Should we try these? I think we definitely should try these on stream. Let's try 2. Okay, what 2 flavors should we try? Here's what the Yokon look like. Or in the Yokon box, whatever. Try them all. Yo, what up, cat? Chestnut? All right, I'm trying out the first 2 that you guys are saying. Oh my gosh, I can smell it now. Well, actually, I can't. They're not really fragrant. I thought I could smell it. Smells like cardboard. All right, chestnut. What's the other one? Cat. You choose. What's the second one we're trying? But how cool is this? Like, it's got little Nikon branding down there. Little sticks. Eat by January 1st or January 24th, 2026. All right, let's try this. Wow, these are properly sealed. This was 1,400 yen, by the way. 1,400 yen. That converts to about $9.66. I'm trying to not like open it and completely destroy the cardboard. There we go. So we're going to open it right here. Ooh. pull the lid off our little Yukon. Yummy. So this is chestnut. Let's smell this. It actually smells pretty good. It smells like jelly. I could smell the red bean paste for sure. Yeah, they're from the Nikon museum. This is chestnut flavor. That's what it looks like inside. You can see the little, I'm guessing little bits of chestnut, but you can see that jelly consistency. I don't know if it's really good. It's really tasty. It's sugary. It has that red bean paste. If you like red bean, I love red bean. Like ice cream, whatever. Red bean is always good. But this tastes really good. The chestnut. This one we're gonna try is the sweet potato. Yeah, I gotta go back. 100%. Tokyo was an amazing place to visit. Okay, this one is sweet potato. I expect this one to be really sweet. The other one had this like brown jelly look. I wonder how this one... What? I thought this was going to look purple. This is sweet potato. More like that orange sweet potato look. Smells like sweet potato. It has like a sharper jelly smell to it as well. Doesn't nearly have as many bits inside as the chestnut one did. You can see like a little bit, but the consistency is a lot more just gelatin like. But again, you can taste the red bean coming through, but it really tastes like a sweet potato. Yummy. All right. Unfortunately, for those watching, I'm going to save the yuzu, the red bean, and the coffee to enjoy with my wife. But I expect them to be similar in taste and flavor. So that is the Nikon Yukon that you can buy from the merch store. All right. Next up, let's show you what else I was able to acquire. Had to get this. I know. I've told you guys I'm not much of a big strap guy, but I had to. Yeah, you need to go to Japan. I had to get this. This is the Nikon Museum strap. I believe this is the only place you can get it at the museum, unless on eBay. But it has the original logo. Nippon Kogaku Tokyo 1949. There you go. And this logo as well. The original old logo strap. So I've considered putting this on my ZF. I think it would go quite nicely in pair. Pretty nice. But it's a nice strap. It's not leather. It's a very soft material. This is all stitched here. The logos are all stitched. This part is leather here at the ends. Nikon fasteners. Smells good. There you go. The Nikon Museum camera strap. All right, here's what else we got. I had to get these. We are big fans of drink coasters, and we just have a bunch of boring ones at home. So I picked up 3. There's a whole set of them. There's 5 of them. But like I said, I'm not going to be that guy who buys every single little thing. So I chose one, and then my girls both chose one. So I chose the Z30. I don't know. The Z30 to me feels pretty special. I think it's a cool... the Z30 is like one of the coolest content creator cameras out there. No electronic viewfinder. Really small. The lightest Z-mount camera. Has a special place in my heart. So we got the Z30 coaster. One of my daughters chose the D3. I like this one because it brings me back to the days of using my D4S, my origins or whatever, as you would say. So we got the D3, and then we have the F3. So my other daughter chose the F3, and I really like this because of how popular and what a legendary camera the Nikon F is. So the F3, we got mirrorless, we got DSLR, and we got F-mount film camera. So those are the coasters I grabbed. And then we fed the Gacha machine monster. So at the Nikon Museum, they have a couple of Gacha machines. And what you have to do is purchase a coin, a Nikon coin, to put it in the machine. And each coin is about 300 yen. So couldn't spend my whole fortune on all of them. But here's what we got out of the Gacha machine. So one daughter did the pins. And so we've got this one, which is the Nikon Museum Nikon F high speed motor drive. Nikon F with the motor drive 2. Little button pin. I'm not huge into pins and buttons, but for stuff like this, I'm down. And plus, I like the colors. And then we got this one. This is the 1964 Nikon Auto 35 film camera button. So we got those. And lastly, out of the Gacha machine, we've got these. We got these keychains. Daughter scored on the zine. Oh, no, wait, sorry. My bad. These are not Gacha. These 2 keychains, these are from the merch store. So again, I let my daughter choose. So she chose the Z9. This is a little keychain that you can buy. They have a bunch of different camera models and stuff. So it's the Z9. It's only the front. There's no back. It just says Nikon Museum on the back. The Z9. And then this one. This is the Cool Pics. And this one is up on the museum wall, but it's one of their Cool Pic digital camera. Really fun. So my other daughter chose that. I like it. It brings good vibes. The W100 came out in 2016. And then this was from the Gacha. So they had another Gacha machine that was Nikon Museum, and they had like microscopes, telescopes, cameras. And then I think this one is like the electric board. I'm not really quite sure what this one is. Someone else can inform me. But yeah, this was out of the Gacha machine. This is NSR S636E. I guess I could look it up, but I'm kind of too lazy to. But that is all the merch that I got from the Nikon store. Nothing crazy. They had like posters and hats and shirts, and the shirts and hats were cool, but I wasn't into packing more clothes to bring home. So the hat was cool as well, like cool dad hat with like a nice little strap fastener. I kind of regret not getting the dad hat, but yeah, I'm pretty content and satisfied with what I was able to secure here. The Yukon strap, everything. Ooh, let's go ahead and open up the Gachapons. Remember, I got 4 of these Nikon Gachapons. Let's choose one. With all my heart, I did not open these up when I was in Japan. All my willpower is used to refuse that temptation. Let's see, what did I get? Oh man, this looks big. We got the Z9 with the detachable lens. This is the 24-70 S-Line 2.8 lens with the Z9. Let's see. I want to look real quick at all the available cameras in the Gachapon. So there are 4. The Z9, the Nikon SP, the ZFC, and the ZF. I want to open this up. This has a detachable lens. Oh, this is sick. Oh, wait, it's not detachable. So this is the camera body. Feels very plasticky. It's got like this little grippy grip. I was going to say there's no way there's a plastic screen protector we can peel off. Ooh, the shutter button actually clicks. You can actually click it. You can't open the battery door or the memory card. No. No. Okay, so Cyronis is telling me you can pull off the lens cap. Oh, snap. There's the lens cap. This is the Z9. Let's get the lens out. Don't want to scuff the lens. All right, here we go. There's the lens right there, the 24-70 f2.8s line lens. There's the mount. And you just click it on. There you go. Look how big this thing is. I love that you can click the shutter button. That's so fun. And there you go. There's a whole sticker pack. Is it right here? Oh, yeah, you can see. This is the little sticker pack giving you instructions on what to do. We could do that another day. All right, so we got the Z9. Let's go ahead, open up the next one. What do we got? Ooh, this one looks different. I love that every one of these you can put the lens on and off. This is the ZFC. Let's go ahead and take this out. Again, you can click the shutter button. I don't know if you can see it there. Click the shutter. And you can actually move the mode select dial. I don't know if you can see this, but you can move the mode selector. That is so sick. So shutter button, mode selector work. And then of course we can take off the body cap, And then we could throw on the lens. This is the DX 16 to 50, 3.5 to 5.6. 6.3. 3.5 to 6.3. Nikon ZFC. All right, we got 2 more to go. Okay, here's the next one. This one looks... Oh, shoot. We got another Z9. We got a duplicate, ladies and gentlemen. Another Z9. All right, I might have to do something with this. I might do a giveaway for this guy. I'm not really into, you know, having duplicates and whatnot. I could just leave this in a box for a long time, but I think it would bring more joy, perhaps to somebody out there that might want a Z9 Gachapon. Okay, let's put this off to the side. Got one more. Let's hope this is a different model. Oh yeah, let's go. This one is the SP, Nikon SP. Let's go ahead and take this one out. Here's the body of the SP. Again, the shutter button works. Let me turn around. You can see the shutter button right here, this little silver one. And you can just push that in and it pops out. And the winder, the film winder, actually rotates. That'd be crazy if the lever also actuated. But we got film winder being able to turn and then the shutter button. Let's go ahead and take the lens out. And we can take off the body cap. There we go. We got the Nikon SP. And the cool thing is all of these are interchangeable, right? We could take off the ZFC. Well, they're pretty snug once you get them on. There you go. That's the SP with the ZFC lens on it. Or we could put the SP lens on the Z9. So cool. I love this. Nikon needs to continue with coming out with more camera bodies and lenses with their Gachapon. I would spend lots of money hunting for these. All right, there you go. All of the Nikon Gachapons that I acquired while in Japan. Pretty sick.